Novo izdanje emisije Oni vole Srbiju, nova fudbalska priča. Sa nama je danas fudbaler Čukaričkog Godsvil Vađe. Da ne gubimo vreme, idemo da ga upoznamo i da čujemo njegovu priču.
U srcu grada upoznaj novo mesto. Tamo gde sede iskusni igrači. Probaj nove igre i najbolje mašine. Napravi potez koji pobeđuje i oseti dodir koji osvaja. Soccer Gambling.
Ako si pravi igrač, dođi na pravo mesto. Samo u Soccer Betu. Pravi doček za prave igrače. 1000 evra bonusa dobrodošlice. Soccer Bet.
So my friend, thank you so much for being our guest today. First of all, before talking about everything, we need to put something very clear. So your name and your surname, because here in Serbia they called you in a different way. They called you Godsvil, but your surname is Vađe.
Yeah, Vađe.
So it's Godsvil Vađe.
Vađe, Godsvil Vađe.
Godsvil, welcome again. Thank you for this information. Now we know how to call you properly. I'm very happy to have you today. So first of all, I would like to hear about your story, because you know that in this show we talk a lot of topics. But first of all, talk about your football journey and your childhood in your beautiful country in Ghana. So how everything started with football?
Yeah, I'm from Ghana in a small place called Tefla. In one of the regions in Ghana called Fota region, and I grew up there, and I started playing football when I was young, when I was a kid, and even though it was difficult, so I would say I grew up in a family that we don't have anything, we don't have everything, but I tried to take my chances and make it to this stage. So it was difficult for me growing up as a child, because I have siblings, and we are a lot. We are like 7, so
big families.
Yeah, big family, and we have to. We are the elderly ones, and we have to take opportunity and make it so that the rest can also enjoy their lives. So
you brought up this topic right now because your country is a beautiful country. And with a beautiful energy, but it's not always easy to grow up there. So for this reason, maybe people try to find their chance by doing football, because you are born there, guys, with a tremendous sports talent. Yeah. So you spent your free time playing football outdoors with your brother, even because your brother is a football player as well.
Yeah.
You are a football family.
Yeah.
So you made it. And how was the journey before that? Because it was not easy, I can suppose, right?
Yeah, it was not easy, because where I'm coming from, a lot of people play football there, but none of them, I would say, none of them make it to the highest level. Yeah. And people try to bring you down. That hey, what you're doing, you will not bring any success, because people play and they've not gone anywhere, and they try to discourage us. And but I and my brother, we try to stay focused and do what we like, because that's what we wanted to do from the beginning. So we only focused on that to achieve our aim. So we didn't listen to people. That's why it makes it easier for us to get what we are today.
I understand, and I have a question now. Do you have the impression that from time to time, because you are too focused when you're a child to reach your goal, because you know that this environment is a very difficult environment, you're forgetting about living your childhood? Do you have this impression?
Yeah, I would say, no, okay, from the beginning, even though I used to play football, but I was not thinking of making it professional.
Okay,
I was just enjoying it.
Right, right.
When in Africa, or where I'm coming from, it's all about schooling. When you're growing up, they only put a school in your mind. You have to school and all that, but for the football, we just play it for fun, and because for especially my father, he always tells us to go to school, and sometimes when we go out to play football, hey, when we are back home, he will just beat us with cane.
Yeah.
We have to stay home, and so we were just playing it for fun. So that's it. So.
That's a good attitude, actually, because if you have this attitude, you're not expecting something, and your dream is not ruining you. You understand what I want to say?
Yeah.
Because sometimes people are too focused to accomplish this. They're forgetting about everything else. This is maybe a price you need to pay in order to be a professional sportsman. But I'm very happy to hear that it was not your case, that you were like just enjoying playing football.
And you know, if you love something, you have to enjoy it. Without passion, without enjoying it, I don't think you'll get to whatever you want to be.
Understand.
Yeah.
And what was the stepping stone and the turnover in your career? So you got scouted and you have the chance to go abroad. But tell me about this part. I want to hear how everything started. How happened the moment that you became professional?
Okay, you know, this happened, you know, when I was in the Tefla I'm talking about, we have a team that I used to play, and, you know, this our coach, that time he was having a phone and he liked this social media stuff. And one day, you know, some agencies from, we have one man called Godsvil Vađe, he's from Ghana as well. And he brought some scouts from Holland to Accra, which is the capital city of Ghana. Yeah. And my coach saw this on some TV station. Okay. And he was like, hey, my guys, they have some tournament in Accra, and let's go and try it out. So he did everything for us, and he told my parents about it. And from there, we traveled to Accra to meet these people. And, you know, it was like 3-month tournament, just for inclusion. And a lot of thousand players, a lot of players came around. And as long as I and my brother, we got selected, and that's where everything started from. That's so cool. We stayed in Accra for like 2-3 months before. So that's how come from there I moved to Accra to stay with the Manda Pickers, and that's where everything started from. Okay, great. I asked this question many times to your colleagues, football players from Africa, because I heard many times this topic, how difficult it is actually for an African player to go out to Africa, because they told me this is the biggest issue. Once you made it to go out, to come to Europe, so it's easier. But it's very difficult for you guys to go out because there's a big competition, a lot of things, right? Yes, it's very difficult, trust me, it's very difficult. Because in Africa we have a lot of talented players. Yeah. And the person that will spot you on is very difficult. You know, so unless you are lucky before such things can happen. Okay. Yeah, so it's very difficult to move from Africa to Europe. And even though some people are very lucky, when for me, I would say I was lucky as well, I and my brother. Because during that time I was in school by then, I was in secondary level. I was schooling by then. And when I got started, and it was my brother that started everything in Accra, and I have to go back to my hometown, stay there and complete the school. And but the person that picked me was so loyal to me, who is called Godsvil Vađe, and after school he decided to invite me over again. That's when everything started.
Luck is a very important thing in life, but everyone has a talent. So what do you think that was the talent that made you get noticed by all these people? Okay,
you know, for me, I'm an attacker. You know, when I came to Accra, I would not say I was a special player then, and but I think what helped me was my hard work.
Okay, you're a hard worker.
Yeah, for me personally, I would say it's hard work that brought me to this far. Because I would say I'm not that really special player, but I do what the coaches want, and that's the most important thing. So when I got scouted, even though sometimes when we play, I still used to sit on the bench, and most of the times also even training ground, I was not the people's favorite, you know. But whenever I'm given chance, like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, I try to do my best, and as you say, luck is very important. And wherever I enter, I score, and that's what changed everything. You know, they were like, okay, this guy is special. Whenever he enters, he's scoring something. So that's what changed everything.
That was your time to shine. You take advantage of it.
Yeah. So I would say, God played a big factor in it. So that's how come.
Great.
I would say luck is very important in my career.
Great, great. So would you like to go to the other location so we can continue the conversation?
Yeah,
I have
sure.
more questions, so maybe it's better to switch locations.
Yeah,
Shall
sure.
we? Shall
Yeah,
we?
sure.
Okay.
Let's go.
Good. So breakfast time, avocado toast with eggs. So it's a healthy thing, right? Because you eat very healthy, you have your lifestyle. And I discovered a very interesting fact a few minutes ago when we were talking. I need to say this right now in front of the camera. We were talking about food and I said, I don't like onion. And you told me that in Africa, you use that.
Yeah,
Tell
Africa.
me this. Tell to the audience this.
In Africa, a lot of people like eating onions, taking onions just because, and in Africa, a lot of people like going to the bush as well. So, in Africa, we have snakes, a lot of snakes in bushes and all that. And snake, what I know is snake don't like onions that much, so they don't like the scent. So if you go to bush and they hear the scent, they like to, go away, they don't attack you and all that.
I had no idea about this. So now
Yeah,
I
that's what I
discovered
mean.
the snakes.
That's why they like taking onion in Africa.
My God, I don't like it.
It's a really strange thing. People don't believe, but that's the fact.
Wow.
Yeah.
I discovered something new. I said that thanks to this show, okay, we're talking about sports, we're talking about your experience, guys, but I'm discovering a lot of things.
Yeah.
Thanks to you about your culture, your country. That's amazing. So, because I think, okay, I have like the spray for the mosquitoes. I hate mosquitoes. Okay, that's a mosquito. I didn't know that you have onion too.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why people like taking
snakes.
onion because of the scent. It have this strong scent.
Okay.
So that's how I like taking it a lot.
Cool, cool. Now, I just wanted to say this because I thought that I will forget it. So I wanted to say this thing about the onion that was very interesting and funny for me. I think will be funny for our audience. But okay, so we talked before about your experience and your beginnings and your past, let's say like this. And you tell me, we finished the first part talking about the moment when you got scouted and you had the chance to become professional. So I want to talk about now your first experience abroad. That was not actually in Austria, was in Holland?
Yeah, I was in Spain as well, but I think the first one was in Holland. Yeah, I was in for some tournament, which is called Hamstens Cup, and we played in Holland. So that was my first experience, and that was the first time I traveled to Europe actually. Yes, I was there for like some 3 months, and it was a great experience. That's where everything started from.
Were you scared when you had to move from your home to leave everything, leave your family, everything behind and go to Europe? I know you were happy because that was your goal, to become professional, to go to Europe and play football. But on the other hand, it's not easy because you're changing completely your life environment. Yeah, that's a thing that is difficult.
Yeah. It was difficult too because leaving your country to a different country and you don't speak the language as well, and that's the most difficult thing. If you are in a place that you don't speak the language, it's always difficult. But the good thing is I didn't went there alone. I went with my colleagues as well. It was a team, We went for some tournament and this team called Shooting Stars in Ghana, and they took a lot of players to there, so I was not there alone. That's what makes it a little bit easier because I have friends that I talk to in English, not in their Dutch language and all that. So that's why it was difficult. It was easy.
Yeah.
For me as well.
What's cool to me, actually, every time I talk to you guys, that I like to talk about friendship because you know each other from like the little age, because it's a little word. The sport word is a little word, so everybody knows everybody, and you have a very specific bond, right? So the friendship in this field is very specific.
Yeah, it's really mutual and special, because if you stay with people for long, it's always special. And so I had this good relationship with all of them.
So went to Holland, went to Austria. So I want to know, how did you recall this experience? Were you satisfied? Did you expect something different? So how was that? When
I traveled to Holland, the idea was for me to get contracts in Holland, but it was a bit difficult because it was just tournaments and all that. So after staying there, I started to, to get frustrated because I was not getting what I wanted, and from there, I moved to Spain. So in Spain, I stayed like 4 months, and still nothing was going on, and I was getting frustrated, And when I was in Spain, and we had a call from this team in Austria, Staffordin, and they said, okay, they watched my videos, and they want me to come for trials. So the idea was for me to go on trials in Austria, and when I got there, okay, I had my first, second, like they say, 1 week training session with the team, and they love it, and they said, okay, let's see if they can register me to play the league. In the surprising thing was, when I got there, the first game, I was selected to be in the first 11, and I took my chances. So I played there as a free player, but I was earning something as well. So that's where everything started from.
Yeah, it's always the same story. Take your chance. When you have your 5 minutes, take your chance. But you said twice a word that makes me think. You said, I got frustrated. And this is something that is very difficult to handle. How did you overcome, this moment?
Because the reason I said I got frustrated was the person that's supposed to help me when I was in Austria, got fed up. He was like, we have these agencies and all that. Sometimes, if you are 17, 18, they like you. But the moment you turn like 19, they don't want to work with you anymore because they feel like, okay. But so I decided to move on and just concentrate on myself. And my manager, who was investing, decided to, he trusted me and he was investing. He was the only investing, even though people were saying a lot of bad things, but he kept on pushing me, and that's how come. And so he believed in me. With that team, I don't think I will be here because he was the only one who invested. And the club I played in Ghana was Shooting Stars. The directors did try to push me, and so that's how come here today.
You never lost the belief in yourself. That's my question. This is the most important thing. You got people that believe in you, but the most important thing is for you to be comfortable in your skin, as we say. Don't lose confidence. Try to fight. Try to say, okay, it's a bad moment, but sooner or later needs to change something. So that was your mindset. That was
for
good
me.
For you.
For me, what I believe in step by step. And for me, personally, I don't think ahead. I only think about what it will bring, and I try to focus on that day only. So for me, I don't think about the future that might, just taking it step by step, day after day. And
that's interesting.
I believe in, even if things are not going your way, you just have to believe in yourself. It happens. The fact that God is giving you new life, you have to appreciate that.
Ludilo sa Soccerbet bonusima nestaje. Legende ponovo časte. Free spinovi svakog dana. Neverovatno, sada su još jači i bolji nego pre. I najbolje od svega, sam biraš kada preuzimaš poklon. Pravi spinovi na pravom mestu. Soccerbet.rs.
U srcu grada upoznaj novo mesto. Tamo gde sede iskusni igrači. Probaj nove igre i najbolje mašine. Napravi potez koji pobeđuje i oseti dodir koji osvaja. Soccer Gambling.
When it comes to sport, do you think that last season experience in Bosnia, in Zvezda 09, was a stepping stone in your career? Because you did very good over here. You did very good.
Yes. I think when I went to Bosnia, that's where everything changed, because, and the good thing is I met good people actually when I was in Austria, I went to Ghana before coming to the Bosnia, and these people started helping me. They are good people in Bosnia, the directors, the club that I played in Bosnia. And by that time, my confidence level was down. But I met a coach that really believed in me, and he gave me the opportunity. Even when I played some bad games, he tried to push me, and so I started all the games. So that's what kept moving. It's because of the people behind the team that helped me. So I'm really grateful to them, because without them, I will not get this opportunity to play in Serbia now. So my time in Bosnia was, from the beginning, it was a bit difficult. And the good thing is I came in the preseason time, so that's why it was much easier.
Yeah, you show your talent over there, you show your quality. You have the chance to come here to Čuka. Čuka, there is a great opportunity for you and a team that has a lot of potential. So you know that they were playing last year at European Cup. They have always a good, schedule in their heads. So what's your expectations for this season with Čuka? So what's the goal of the team?
Yeah, for me, I came like I think 2 months. Like 1 month ago, and I'm new to the team and I'm adapting to everything now. And for me personally, my goal is to, anytime I get a chance to help the team to achieve their aim, maybe to play in Europe. And but I'm taking it step by step. I'm new here and I have to take things step by step. And anytime I'm given the opportunity, I'll just try to help the team to achieve their aim. And for me personally, my goal is to develop as a player. And that's the most important thing, develop to make the next step, because I see this as an opportunity for me to grow as a player as well. So I just have to be calm with it. And
it's exciting to you, the fact that you will play against the team that are playing Champions League or European Cup.
It's really, because when I was in Bosnia, I've never thought of it, even though I had great season in Bosnia last season. Even though, a lot of things came up, I will have to go to different countries and all that. But when Čuka came in Serbia, I was like, okay, Serbia is close to Bosnia and they speak the same languages, and it will be better for me to go to Serbia because I know some few words and as well. So it will be better for me to, I've been watching the wrestling and Partizan, and when they told me, I said, okay, it will be good to play against wrestling because there are two bigger teams in Serbia. So I'm really excited. And the surprising thing is when I came to Čuka, my debut was against Bresta, and it was fantastic. And I love the experience,
Yeah.
The atmosphere and everything.
And a friend of yours was playing there, right? Osman Bukhari is your friend, right?
Yeah, from Ghana. I know him from. We are not really close, but he made it's a big name in Serbia. Sorry. So I heard when I came, I heard a lot about him, and
yeah, I told you I had the chance to interview him last season, and I discovered about fufu. You were surprised why I know about fufu. So I'm a culinary master right now about African food. I know everything.
I told you from the beginning, you have to try fufu.
I need to try fufu. I need to try. I promise.
It's really top.
I promise. I'll cook. I'll cook fufu.
You have to try. You have to try.
So Godsvil, thank you so much for this interview. It was very nice to get to know you. I wish you a lot of luck out there, a lot of luck throughout the season. And to wrap it up, would you like to say something to the audience?
Okay, I'm really happy for this interview, and I want to tell everyone that I'm here in Serbia to help Čuka to get to their best and to play in Europe this season. And thanks for the career as well. And expect more. Hi there, Čuka.